Hi guys! Okay, so today I thought I would film a what's in my everyday makeup collection slash bag, which is actually a box, which is actually luggage. This is aside from my makeup dresser, which houses all of my makeup. But I usually don't dive into that unless I'm missing something specific. I want to do a specific lip, I want a specific shade of glitter, but aside from that, my everyday, like my bases, are in this box. Let me preface this by saying my career is in makeup. I am a freelance makeup artist for It Cosmetics, so I work in various Sephoras and Ultas as a brand representative. So naturally, I accumulate a lot of makeup. Just throwing that out there. We know who I am. So, I store my everyday makeup in this box. It's a hat box. It's aluminum. It's from Calpak. I'll link it below. Previously, I was using Maxx original train case, and then I had the Makeup Forever small vanity case, and their compartments were stationary, and you couldn't customize them, so I like a little more freedom with how I organize my makeup. So I guess maybe I am a little bit fussy with my makeup, but this works the best for me. So let's show you. This is hard. So you open it up. It's got two pockets back here, but then the whole case is one opening. So I separate into, there we are. I separate into various bags. But there's some stuff in here that doesn't have a home, so let me pull those out first. We've got cotton rounds. We've got the best brush cleaner to ever exist. Not sponsored. This is amazing. I use this at work. The scent at home is like nostalgic for me right now because I was washing my brushes this morning, and well, some of them, you'll see that some of them did not get touched. But the scent just reminds me of work, and I miss work. I miss touching other people's faces. Strange. Then I have my toner slash micellar water slash miracle worker. This is It Cosmetics Miracle Water. It's hard to explain, but it should be like your first step and your last step. It's a micellar water, it's an essence, it has an anti-aging hydration in it. It's beautiful. Then I got my makeup wipes. My favorite are the Garnier ones. I like the blue bag better, but I'm having a harder time like finding the blue ones. But I like those better just because those are formulated to really remove like waterproof makeup. But these are nice too. Okay, so my first bag is my skin bag. This looks like it's Louis Vuitton. It's not. It's from Amazon. It's like 20 bucks, but it's super thick, and it holds all of my skincare. There's a lot of money in here for a girl who up until a couple years ago was washing her face with dish soap. So we've come a long way. Got two scrunchies, coming full circle, guys. So I guess I'll just pull this stuff out really quickly and kind of go over it because I don't want this to be a super long video. My toner, the Ole Henriksen Glow Toner, Tatcha Luminous Setting Spray, and again, a lot of this stuff I've talked about in my last couple of videos. Unseen Sunscreen, Super Goop, Drunk Elephant Tinted Sunscreen, got my lip balm, Dermalogica Moisture Repair, no, Barrier Repair. So I'm usually combination. I usually sit real pretty in combination skin, but I was getting dry patches throughout the winter. My body hates me. It's always like revolting against me. So this, not all over your face, it's too heavy, but only in places where I have dry patches. If I put it on like around my nose and my chin where I typically will get my dry patches, I wake up the next morning, baby skin. All right. The Summer Fridays Jetlag Mask. You can see that I love this. I kind of treat this as a night moisturizer. This doesn't get rinsed. It stays on all night because I'm like that. the best eye cream I've ever used. It's the Confidence in an Eye Cream. It's hydrating, but it's like emollient, but it's still thin on the skin. I just opened up a new one. I thought that I was out of it, but it was in my drawers, like behind my stash. My current moisturizer I'm using is the Murad, what is this? The Nutrient Charged Water Gel. I like this specifically for underneath makeup. It's oil-free, it has a little bit of dimethicone in it, so it acts as a primer for me without another layer of a product on my face. I put this on, let it soak in, and then I go right into my makeup. What else is in here? Got my Exuviance Peel Pads. These make my skin baby soft. It says to leave them on for up to 10 minutes. I leave them on for 5 minutes because they are no joke. Exuviance is the creator of the original glycolic peel. Fun fact. That's like a big bonus of my job. It's like I become very, very educated on products, even if they're not mine. Like, I do not discriminate. I love everything. So, next bag is my base bag, I guess. So this is from TJ Maxx. R.I.P. I wonder if TJ Maxx misses me as much as I miss it. Anyway, so this is from TJ Maxx. It's like the same it's a thick, almost leather, but I know it's not leather type of material. But again, it houses a lot. So real quick, got my Holy Grail foundation, the YSL All Hours. I have this in 2 shades because I'm not as tan as I thought I was. So then I had to order the next shade down, which was a little too pale. So now I just mix them, and those should last me a while. YSL All Hours Concealer. It's all right. I won't buy it again. It does the job, but I have so much other stuff that works for like half the price. Anyway, True Match Magic Lumi. Sometimes I just put this over top my concealer just to brighten a little bit. Anything Lumi from L'Oreal is fantastic. The all over setting powder I'm using right now is the Hourglass Diffuse Light. Disclosure, I've only used this twice, but I love it. I was recently using the Laura Mercier Candle Glow powder, which is a setting powder, but it's basically the same idea as this. Looks the same on my skin, acts the same on my skin. It's a little more expensive than the Laura Mercier, but there's more product in here. So it's a baked powder, so like you're not gonna hit pan anytime soon. And it's pretty much translucent. Just when the light hits, it's beautiful. My Morphe Sponge. I don't like a lot of Morphe makeup at all, but I do like some of their eye brushes, and I love their sponge. This is one of my favorite sponges. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder for under my eyes, my smile lines, all my old lady bits. Let me see. Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra. This is what I'm wearing today. This is what I'm wearing most days right now until it gets hot enough for me to wear the YSL All Hours. What else is in here? Okay, so I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about this. I'm sure it exists, but this is Beauty Blender's Power Puff. So cute. Okay, so it's like a little, it's dirty. Hello, it's me. But it's like a little velour puff. And I love this for setting my under eye so I can really pack in that like translucent powder, and for baking my smile lines and underneath my contour. It's amazing. So with this, it has a little slot, and you just put your fingers in like that. It's like senior year all over again. But this is beautiful. I wouldn't do it all over the face unless you're excessively oily, because you're packing that powder in. Let's see. The last bag in the case it's a fold-out bag. So I got this on clearance at Ulta one day after work. I originally got it for jewelry, and then I realized I had a lot more jewelry than I thought I did. So let's just go by compartment. So the top compartment is all of my eye stuff. Let's just whoop. So what just dropped was my Tarte liquid liner, the man-eater liner. I'm too lazy to bend down and pick it up and then cut that and edit the video. So you've seen it. You've seen it in like my last 2 videos. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. It Cosmetics Lash Blowout. This is beautiful. Let me see. Brows. So I am not fussy with brows. My brows are always wild. I grow more facial hair than my husband. I can't keep up with it, so I'm not fussy when it comes to brows. Right now I am loving, because I'm not fussy, what is this, Makeup Revolution, the Revolution Pro, their skinny brow pencil. I originally picked it up because it looks like YSL packaging, but I actually don't hate it. And then just their clear brow gel. It works. It works if you work it. Stila Vivid Sapphire. I don't do a lot of glitter. I don't do a lot of like, woo, but when I do, it's the same exact look every single time. Let me see. Liners. We've got a lot. Ooh, and there's mascara in here. The Falsies Push Up. I love that. My favorite liners right now are the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, the gel liners. They're so beautiful. But I have brown, black, and then they're navy blue. And then these two LA Girls that I showed in my first haul. I have these in here not because they're everyday, but because I want to remind myself to use them. Okay, so this is gonna come as a surprise. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes, and then that's it. I've got a couple little 5 quads. I've got the original first edition Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, which I don't hate, but I'm not the type of person to just buy every eyeshadow palette because it's pretty. I buy what I know I'm gonna use. So I have 2 palettes. They're both Natasha Denona because she makes the best quality eyeshadows. So the Sunset palette, which is just my aesthetic, warm tones. These are like butter. This is one of my favorite shades to ever exist. All of these tones on my green eyes really make my eyes pop. And then the Natasha Denona Lila palette, which I showed in my last video. This is what I have on today, the same thing as my video. As every one of my videos in the past year. Plummy purple tones. They look amazing on green eyes. So, you know, I like to stick with what works. I've got my Lash Glue. This is the Duo Quick Set. Let me know your favorite lash glue because obviously I am becoming a lash wearer. And this does set quick, but sometimes it'll set, but it won't completely dry down. Like in my last video, I was editing it and I noticed you could see the white because it hadn't dried, but like they were on my eyes. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Sephora Collection, Rose Gold lash applicators. So that was all that was in the middle pocket. And then right in this pocket is all of my everyday lip stuff. So I'll show you what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Makeup Forever Free Burgundy lip liner. And then NARS Under My Thumb liquid lips. NARS is so sorry about that. My camera cut off. I can't really decipher if my memory card is full or if it just decided it was done listening to me talk. Me too, honestly. So what was I saying? So yeah, Makeup Forever lip liner, and then I have NARS Under the Thumb of my lip. These are some of my favorite liquid lips. The texture is insane. They're so thin. They don't move. They don't transfer. They don't fade. It's just their shade range is a little like, So I basically own every color that I love, and this is the one I'm wearing. It's Under My Thumb. A lot of their shade names are really cute because they're like old rock songs and things, which I think is adorable because I'm me. Anyway, other lips in my lip pocket, my flesh pocket. That's disgusting. The YSL gloss that I haven't worn yet, but it makes me feel bougie. Then Anastasia, Heather's, Veronica, and Allison, which are like my ride or die. I've repurchased all of them, and I'm not really someone who like repurchases of things other than like foundation and stuff. So last pocket has 3 things because, again, I'm not fussy. These work for me, and nothing has caught my eye enough to like replace them. Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronze Bronzer. This is my bronzer. This is my transition shade every single day. Laura Mercier Chai blush, Dusty Rose. Looks like what my cheeks would naturally flush if my grandmother came and pinched them. I do want a couple more of those blushes because it's time to, you know, branch out a little bit. Anastasia and Razy, if anybody has this, you know that you don't need another highlight. Like, woo! Okay, so that's pretty much it for my bags. I've been using it to hold all my junk. So these pockets up here, there's 2 pockets, face brushes, eye brushes. So just real quick, I'll show you like my everyday brushes. Let's start with face. Okay, so I don't discriminate. These are all over the place. So Sephora concealer brush, Sephora foundation brush, MAC, so old I don't even know the number brush, but this is to wipe away my bake and kind of press on the rest of my powder. It Cosmetics Velvet Luxe Soft Focus Sculpting Brush. These were my favorite line of brushes. It's hard to see because they're black. Oh my god. YouTube Circulate 2006. Anyway, these are like my favorite line of brushes, but they are getting discontinued. But this is my Shape My Flabby Cheeks brush. Then Profusion, no idea. Oh, Profusion Tapered Powder Brush. I like this if I want like a softer contour, my jowls, just for like blending places. It's pretty, it's soft. Then this blush brush, it's Linda Hallberg. She was one of the like OG makeup YouTubers. She has a brand now, so I've bought some of her stuff, especially her. Oh god, the powder's everywhere. All right. That one wasn't important. Everyday eye brushes. This is a Profusion brush. So I've never heard of these before, but I was searching for rose gold brushes, and I came across these. They're like $4 and $5, and I've been using them for a few weeks, and I'll say they're pretty much there with Morphe. I've cleaned them. They're fine. They don't shed. Like, I don't know why like we're wasting our money on like MAC brushes, on like hourglass brushes. I'm looking at you, Priscilla. You don't need the hourglass brushes unless you really rump them and you want to treat yourself. Anyway, MAC 212. I like this for like under or like lower lash line smudging. I don't want to go through all of these. I'm too lazy for this. We've got Morphe blenders. We've got a MAC blender 217. I basically have like 16,000 MAC 217 dupes. 224 dupes, MAC 224, Profusion, Linda Hallberg. This one's from the craft store. I mean, they work if you work them. That is pretty much it. Looking at the clock, I'm not sure if this is going to be under 15 minutes like I wanted it to be, but here we are.